On this week's episode, we're talking about stress in business. You know, being an entrepreneur or business owner, stress is always going to be there. You're never going to get away from it. You just have to learn how to deal with it. For me, how I cope with it is I deal with any problems I have right now. You know, if I have a problem during the daytime, or, you know, I'm walking into the office, I deal with the hardest things in the beginning and then the easier stuff later on. This way, you know, anything that's really bugging me, I'm not carrying on for the rest of the day. It gives me in a better mood and I'm happier throughout the day. So any problems I have, deal with it right in the beginning. It's one of the ways I cope with stress. So mortgage business, I know my clientele, but on the vlog, I don't know who's watching it. So these are just things that we kind of trial and errors. And that's where the stress comes sometimes, is I don't know what we're doing, if we're doing it right or if we're doing it wrong, but we keep doing it. And then the numbers tell us where should we focus our energy.
So when you're deep in the shit, what's the one thing that helps get you out of it?
I cut out all the outside noise. I sit down where it's really quiet, where I can get comfortable, and I just ask myself a question, you know, like what's going on here? You know, is this internal or is it external? Is it something that I have no control about? And if I don't, cut it. And you know, if it's my control and I have to deal with it, deal with it right then and there. You know, that's what I keep, you know, a couple episodes ago, I was talking about short-term versus long-term, right? This short-term pain, to deal with it is nothing compared to the long-term happiness you get from it. You know, a lot of people just want to dwell on that stress and on the problem. It's not the way of doing it, especially in business when things move fast. You got to really know how to handle your stress. That's why I always work on a target market. I don't want to be busy. I just want to deal with the people that is my target market, that I can help them. There's no point in having 10 deals, 20 deals on your plate when you can only finance one or two. I'll get rid of all those and just straight work on the ones that, you know, are my market. Or else you're just wasting your time and you're stressing yourself out. Not a good way to live.
How about yourself? What would you say is your biggest stressor?
Growing a business, bringing more people in, hiring, having the time to, you know, deal with the mortgage company and deal with the vlog as well. It's a challenge, but the way I get around it is I just deal with it when it comes in, or be prepared, right? Be prepared. You know, these are the things I got to deal with, and let's deal with them right now. You know, the reason my desk is clean, well, I don't like paperwork, number one, right? But something comes in, I deal with it. I play the waiting game, and I have to wait on somebody else, not me. It hits my desk, done, next. This way, there's nothing that can slow me down or stress me out. You know, in business, there's a bunch of stresses. Is money coming in, lawsuits, your expenses, not spending enough time at home, the stress of family life. Now, we're all one human being. No, I don't think you can really change or divide yourself between my family and my business. You know, you're one person. The emotions are still there. If there's a way to deal with it, you know, please message me and let me know. I'd love to learn more about that. No, exactly. And look, your market can be all the miners that are looking for insurance, right? You got a close, tight tie with those guys. The reason I have a lot of builders is because, you know, I've renovated homes, I've built homes. I know that whole market before I got into the mortgage side. You know, I know the different processes and different steps of construction. I think I've done every single part of construction with my own hands. I'll get at it. and I sweared and cussed and everything. Done all that, so I know what these guys are going through. Right? I'm not a guy that sits in a suit and tie in the office. You know, we're out in the rain. We're at these job sites. We're getting dirty. And that's what they respect. Not somebody that, you know, comes in and sits behind a desk and has no clue on construction financing. But here's money. And I don't know what the process is. Like, I'm hands down. And if I show up at a site, you know, I know what's going on. Got it. I gotta get going, man. I didn't know it was close to that. No, it's all good. Hey, great conversation, man. Can I hold on to this?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks. Awesome. I like this, man.
Last one.
Yep.
This one?
all about this, man. I'll walk you out.
What do you think is the biggest contributor to stress?
Procrastinating. I think is the biggest. So when a problem occurs, people just push it back. They don't want to deal with it right away. I think that eventually leads to builds up and becomes stress. That's the one we control. All this other type of stuff, type of stress, like health, that pops up. I think you even have control with that too. A lawsuit. You have no control about that. But if that lawsuit comes in and you just kind of push it aside and don't deal with it, it just builds up and up and up to a point where you start blowing up. That can be dangerous. When you bottle everything up and you blow up at the end, who knows what you're capable of doing? Hurting your family, hurting your friends, hurting your business, suicide. Bottling up everything and not talking about it is a very dangerous thing to do as a person. Period. Fuck business. As a person, bottling up everything, it's not good. You gotta release, whatever you have. You're angry, you're happy, you're mad, you're pissed off. Deal with it, man. Deal with it. Wrap up for the week. This week we talked about stress in business. Guys, there's no need to hold stress. Deal with it right in the beginning. If you need help, reach out. Get help from somebody. It's not the way to run a business. Constantly being in stress. Learn how to deal with it. Until next time.